Hello, mic check. We're on the air, Bart Archer.
Mic check, mic check.
I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation with the very amiable Tom Streeter, your general manager of the Minnetonka Skippers, but somebody has to, right?
Well, it's part of the reason why I like showing up here is there are a lot of good people here at Pago that I look forward to meeting every time I come here, and Tom's certainly one of them.
I'll put it this way. If you have a soft ego, it's a nice place to come to because they stroke it. Right?
I wouldn't know.
Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Pago Activity Center, home of the Minnetonka Skippers, as they are ready to embark on another campaign. This is our first game. We did not do the Rosemont game. We're happy to be here for this one. The Skippers and the Prior Lake Lakers. You know, Bart, you come off a season like Minnetonka had with all of the attention and, you know, the dream state and the, you know, the defensemen and everything that they had. You go through that and then you say, okay, well, we're done now. We got to start over. New group, new look, but they're going to be working hard.
Well, and if there's one thing that's a consistent thing about Skipper hockey is they can skate and they're very well coached. So, you know, this team might be able to have certainly a different personality going into this season, but it kind of mimics Edina to a certain degree where they lose a lot of primaries and a lot of players get an opportunity to play, and sometimes it takes a little bit of a learning curve in that respect to get up to speed on that. So I think Minnetonka is going to get better and better as this year goes on. But they returned some good quality defensemen. I think goaltender is going to be a question that's going to be answered throughout the course of the year. But this team can play, and they get some people that can put the puck in the net, and they bring back Teddy Lagerbach. Always fun to watch his skills in exhibition. So they certainly have the horses to run and challenge.
Well, no question about it. You know, they picked up their first win this past Saturday, 6-3 win at Hodgins Barado, I think you say at Arena, but nonetheless in Greenway.
Yep.
Fell to Grand Rapids by a score of 4-3 the Friday night before, and then defeated the lost to the Rosemont Irish by a score of 5-2. You know, it's going to be a work in progress for this club. I mean, they've got a lot of returners. Hunter Newhouse, very terrific center iceman, will be looked to. Braden Lacombe, we've watched him elevate himself up to first-line status here with this squad over the years. And then don't forget about ASU's Teddy Lagerbach. He's a power forward, and he's a crafty guy who's going to be troublesome for a lot of teams.
Well, and he's got a little style about him, too, which isn't a bad thing.
We like to call it swag.
But just because you say it's a work in progress, everybody thinks it's a negative connotation. That's not always the case.
Hey, man, the Hornets are a work in progress.
Right. It just means good things to come and something to look forward to. But come on out and support them, obviously. But this Laker team is 2-1 coming into this.
Look at you selling tickets.
We do what we can to promote the game, P. Wagner.
I love it.
But the Lakers coming into this game, first game of the season, they lost an overtime game to Farmington. Second game, they won an overtime game against St. Michael Albertville, and they kind of took Chanhassen to the woodshed last game, getting over 60 shots on goal. So this Laker team can play, they can skate, and they're a pretty good front-running team. But it promises to be a good affair tonight.
Well, you know, Bart, they're averaging a little over 4 goals per game. They came off that 5-1 win you mentioned against the Chanhassen Storm. 3 big third-period goals were critical for them in that hockey game. They've won a pair straight. That St. Michael Albertville team, that's a nice hockey club right there. And, you know, when you start thinking about the term signature wins, that could qualify as one there for sure for the Prior Lake Lakers.
Well, especially coming after an overtime heartbreaking loss, it gives you a little momentum going into the next game. But this Lakers team, they have Sam Rice that's been very steady. First game, a goal, assist, 2 points. Second game, a goal, and assist, 2 points. Third game, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. So 7 points for that young man in 3 games.
So you look at Sam Rice with the 7 points, Bart, right on the nose there. Alex Bump, a goal and 5 assists, 6 points. I mean, they've got a number of players, 7 of them with 2 points or more, and they can spread it around. So, you know, you and I are used to seeing look at this. This is like the show here. This is like the NHL. I mean, they just absolutely are not messing around.
I'm having trouble reading my notes.
I know. Well, you should have them memorized.
I do, kind of. I just want to make sure they're accurate for a change.
Well, you've got that to fall back on.
Which is nice.
So we'll be getting ready here. There come the lights. They're back up on. Whoa, how about that?
Well, Peter, they also have a young sophomore forward named Will Schumacher. 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points so far early in this campaign. I think that's a name we're going to say quite a bit tonight. Number 24 in the very, very bright yellow, very stylish Lakers jerseys.
You know, it's very Team Sweden-like. With a little mix of Finland with the stripes on the shoulders.
Well, you could pick them out in the crowd, that's for sure.
Well, you could clearly see them when they stepped on the ice with the lights on.
Well, they didn't glow in the dark, though. I
Well,
guess
just about did.
That's next year.
We're going to head downstairs for your starting lineups as we get ready to start Minnetonka Prior Lake. This is presented to you by Gemini Athletic Wear. They dress the champions. Check them out. That's Gemini Athletic Wear, or I'm sorry, GeminiAthletic.com.
Look good, play good.
All right, here we go, Bart Archer. You know, I was walking into Pagel Activity Center here today, and it felt really good. I don't know. I love doing games from here.
Well, I do too.
I got my guy Tom Streeter right down the way here.
Indeed.
We got Lee Smith is scouting at home right now.
Hello,
for
Coach.
His Eagles. And the Lakers have these great yellow sweaters. A couple of 10s do battle. That's Speltz and Newhouse as the Skippers control. But look out, here come the Lakers in on goal. Look for the wraparound attempt. Good defensive posturing there by Minnetonka's James Miller. Down in a heap into the net. We have an issue already in goal. It looks like Brandon Shantz is shaken up on the play. We'll see if the trainer comes out.
Well, it was Preston Lindholm that got taken in to the goaltender Shantz, but really kind of got the feet crossed at their own blue line, allowed Prior Lake to come in deep, took away the angle, went around the net, but it was a nice defensive play by Miller to come and stop that forward progress of the puck out in front of the net. But that's when the goaltender Shantz got bowled over. He looks to be okay. Faceoff should be outside the zone. But we're early. We've already had a pretty decent scoring opportunity, and the goaltender's already been run. So,
well, yes, so many. We cannot read the clock here. There's so many banners.
Quit
what is
being
that?
so successful.
16:48. Wow. Bart Archer
12 seconds in.
Cable with it, plays it to the neutral zone. Ahead go the Skippers. Lagerback tried, but that's poked ahead there along the line by Lindholm. Now it's going to be the Skippers to regroup on the puck. It's Kiffin. Stood up on the play as Newhouse. Here they come back in across the line. Strong skating first line here for the Prior Lake Lakers with a little physicality there from Preston Lindholm. Back into the Minnetonka zone it goes for Kiffin as he regroups, puts on the brakes. Surveys to his left, doesn't like it. Now he's going to back pedal. He's going to be watched on the play by Bump, and back up to the right wing side it goes for Lacombe. Loads it up, blocker pad save. Up in the air, where'd it go? Back to the left side of the net. That's where it went. Now it's going to be the Lakers in control back out of the right corner. Skippers get there first, though. That's Liam Worms on it. And now they'll cycle it back up to Newhouse. Long shift for him. One-timer. Oh, and the stick failed him there. Got to check the heel there. It's always the stick's fault. Back in the neutral zone.
Check.
That's like when you drop the ball and we go to the glove. There's a hole.
You still have to check.
What do you do?
It's called having faith in your ability.
That's my favorite thing in sport, I tell you. It's not me, it's the stick. Over to the right wing side it goes. Damn thing. Emerson plays that rink wide. Anderson now left wing. Lakers high slot shot. Stick save. Turned aside. Good save by Shantz in the early going here. Pinching down from the right side. That was Kennedy. And here come the Skippers at center. Kennedy. Beautiful back check there. Good effort. Back into the Skipper zone it goes. That's going to be enough for an icing call as we'll wind it back up into the Lakers zone.
Well, it looks like the Lakers are ready to play. They're trying to establish a physical game early, and this Minnetonka team's not a small team, but they have some grit to them. But trying to establish a physical presence so far. Both teams have had pretty good looks. Both goaltenders have risen to the occasion when called upon. I think that shot by Lacombe was a little better than I think most people thought, where Boshi, the goaltender, made the initial save, didn't know where it went, but that had some velocity. But both teams have had some pretty good opportunities. Both teams have possessed. Both teams have banged a couple bodies. So.
Our own Matt Harrington chirps in from Peoria, Illinois, home of the Bradley, whatever they are. And he said that he thinks that the Prior Lake Lakers are taking a page out of the Michigan Wolverines book.
Oh.
He wants them to do the buckets the same way. Back up center they go now, across the line. Here come the Skippers. That's Quinn with a shot in on goal, and that's turned aside by Boshi.
Well, a bit of a harmless shot, but Boshi outside his crease, challenged a shot, deflected it up and out of play, allowing his coaches the opportunity to put some fresh legs out there. But goaltenders are going to be challenged quite a bit tonight. So far, all the chances have really come from a little bit of distance, but the trend is to funnel toward the net. They're going to have to be called upon quite often tonight.
Off the draw, there's a shot that's deflected. Now Lagerback comes away with it, turns and shoots. Turned aside there by Boshi. Now up to the right line it goes. It's going to be controlled by the Skippers. Anderson looked ahead. Now Lagerback straight up the middle. Lets a shot go. That one got in a hurry. Stirred aside. Neat job there. Left wing side. Now it's going to be Lincoln. Ahead he goes to Beatty across the line. Waits and sends in a fluttering puck as that's hung on to by Shantz. Will face off to his left.
Well, Dylan Zitzlov took a pretty good hit on Beatty just to set a little precedence. But, you know, you're going to have to take a hit to make a play tonight. There's not a lot of room out there so far anyway, but you know that the physical brand is going to be amped up, so be ready to take the hit. But face off now deep into the Minnetonka zone to Shantz left.
By the way,
14:21 left in the first period.
If you're wondering at home, it's the Bradley Braves. And I know you all hustled to Google to find out. Back up the middle they go. Can't wait to get Matty Ice back in the house. He called the game about a week ago over Thanksgiving.
Indeed he did.
He did the EP Eagles.
Did a good job.
6-2 victory over the Creighton-Durham Hall Raiders.
And I did listen to a little bit of it. There was no bias whatsoever. I mean that sincerely, too, by the way.
Well, you just pointed out the bias by saying there wasn't. Here's the
Maybe
Lakers up high to the line. Good offensive zone pressure. Wow, that one took a little bit of a curveball in on the goaltender. He did a nice job to make that save.
Well, it was a pretty good shot by Laz Cabell, but it was really Minnetonka getting out quickly on the points and deflecting that shot. It was kind of a butterfly into Shantz, but he did a nice job of tracking that fluttering puck, holding on to it, face off to his right. Again, allowing both coaches to put some fresh legs out there. Minnetonka wins.
But the Lakers are quick on the puck. They're going to be problematic all night. They can move. Across the line they go with Quinn. He's stopped. Oh, and a stick got up high on Sam Rice. It's a little shot to the chin, but he's no worse for wear as he muscles it across the line. Thought we'd have some Tweety Birds going there. Quinn pulls himself away from the puck, back up through center ice. Harris works through a stick there from Schumacher. Back into the right corner it goes. Emerson, big check there. Rung back up to the neutral zone. That's off Conan's stick. And the Skippers are there with Jack Anderson. Handled now by Minnetonka on the move. It's going to be Joe Brink. Looks and plays to the right. Think about it. Andy Brink could be on this roster. Not Andy. Oh, my God.
Bobby?
He probably could be. He looks young. Bobby. Oh, he's having a good year, too, by the way.
Good.
Back into the corner it goes. Shovel back over to the right side for Anderson. Finds his man now for Conan. Conan backpedals to the right circle in Skipper territory. Gets it over to his man. Nice feed to Lacombe. Oh, look at that. 3 passes in a row out of the zone. Conan gets it in deep and got jammed for his efforts by Anderson. Skippers will work the offensive zone. Hard work and hockey game here. Back behind. Working on that puck is Newhouse now. Newhouse is held up on the play. Skipper's staff incensed. Now here they come across the line with Beatty.
They might have
Beatty
a point.
will shove that in. Lots of watch for the extra shots after the contact. It's a very physical hockey game, but there's the old little slashes to the back of the legs, and that's offside at the line. A little of that going on, so we'll keep our eye on that.
Well, even during the play, it sounds like a fencing match out there. A lot of stick work, a lot of activity. But the Lakers, you like the aggressive game, but you have to find out where the threshold is. I think they flirted with that on that last one. They got kind of fortunate, but face-off outside the power leg zone. We're scoreless, 11:55 left in this first period. Been a torrid pace so far.
It's been really good pace right now. They want to know, are they talking hold down there, Brett Archer?
I can't hear. I'm sure, but I like the fact the referee comes over and at least acknowledges him, gives him the respect to at least qualify it a little bit. But no harm, no foul, we play on.
Have you ever seen an officiating crew with not 1, not 2, but 3 beards, of which 2 of them are grayer than Santa Claus? I mean, it's something.
I've
never seen that much facial hair. Here's the original.
Right.
Puck will ring itself up into the neutral zone. It's going to be Kiffin. I mean, they might want to JFM a couple of those on the chin.
No.
Up high, handled now. Quick shot, that's off the gear of Duke Kiffin.
JFM.
Mm-hmm. And all the guys, all the young kids that fire the Caterpillars know exactly what we're talking about. Up over the glass it goes. Nice job off the far wall there by the Lakers' big fella Preston Lindholm, who pulled that to safety, but the Skippers win the battle with an extra body. Now in across the line, they play this one deep. On the play, it's going to be Griffin Streeter. He looks to find his man in Nick Henry. Henry loses the handle. Now it's off the back end of Joe Brink. Skippers tuck that one back in behind. Brink is there, gathers it in out of the corner, looked up high to the right side, dribbles onto the stick. Now a nice handle there by Nick Baer. Misses the mark, into the neutral zone it goes. It's going to be gathered in by James Miller. He's got a goal and assist on the season so far. Looks in across the line. Miller quickly shoots from the offside, and that's it on goal, and a nice stop made there.
Well, Miller saw some real estate in the neutral zone and went right for the net. But it was Graham Harris that was waiting in the wings, so second chance opportunity afforded by Boshi, but then covered up as quick as possible. But good follow-up by Minnetonka. Really nice job by Miller. If he can kind of jump into the play and create some offense, it's going to change the way this Laker team's going to defend in their own zone. But good job by Boshi to limit that second chance.
Great base on the sound system. That was absolutely a chest upper. Off the side of the goal there by Jack Quinn. Now here's a quick snapper. Oh, they wanted the high short side. Joe Brink, the junior, very quick on the feet, gathers it in and has the good hands and went up top, missed the mark.
Well, indeed, this has been a pretty effective shift so far for Minnetonka, bottling this Laker team up, having them chase the play just a little bit, but face off to Boshi's right.
Face-off win by the Skippers, glove down by the defense. That's Will Schumacher. Now it's the Lakers in control. Chip that one off the glass, back into the neutral zone as Minnetonka regroups with Bear. Look out, from his rear end, plays to the center ice area for Brink. He runs into trouble, somehow overskated there, and Brink comes back with it. Who wants it? The ice is getting pretty snowy pretty quick here.
Yeah, indeed
it's getting hung up in a little bit. Miller stood up on the play. There's going to be a lot of that here tonight. Not a lot of room. Aiden Emerson with the blow there. Back into the center ice area for Conan. Gains it and rings it high off the glass all the way around to our near side. Cutting this off is Newhouse, who was there. Quickly to play it off the glass is Jackson Anderson. That one's deflected, doesn't get through. Now Anderson, or Newhouse rather, chips that one. Anderson will take over. Finds his partner off the end line. That's Emerson. Emerson ahead he goes to the right wing side. Emerson, by the way, no relation to Nelson Emerson, former NHL great.
St. Louis Blue.
Absolutely. A little spark plug he was. Lagerback was there. Back up through the center ice area it goes. Foot race for it. No ice on the play. Getting there is going to be Conan as he's bothered on the play. And help for him with Jack Anderson. Up to the high left wing. Newhouse tries to gather and chipped right back in by the Lakers. That's Beatty with it. Now the Skippers Anderson comes away, protects neatly, and plays to the left wing side for Conan. And now it's Lacombe with it. He's checked on the play. Quickly off the bench. That's going to be Zitzloff with it. Off the near boards. And now Lacombe tries to find Newhouse, who swats that one as Will Magnuson watches him. Back to the far corner it goes. It's going to be Cable. Back over to the near side for Magnuson, who looks up ice. Shovels a pass through center. They converge on that no ice on that play. They said there's a little connection there on the stick. Off the boards it goes. Now Worms is there as he battles along with Cable as they'll toe the line. Quick snapper in on goal and a blocker pad save made by Shantz.
Boy, Cable did a nice job of managing his way through traffic, walked the blue line, got to the middle, and put a pretty good shot on net. I don't think that Shantz had too much of a problem with that, but he held on to it. But again, nice job in traffic by Cable to walk the line and at least put the puck forward so Prior Lake's Joe Pankratz can put some fresh legs out.
Winding down to 8 minutes remaining. If I was in the screen there, sorry. It's very tight quarters here. Rink wide wrist shot that misses the mark. Zitzloff is there, rolling puck, plays ahead. Look out, they pinch over. They can't get the zone. Not a lot of time as this is an aggressive V. Oh, they try to take the body there. They're going to let him play here tonight. I appreciate that. In the show, that would have been interference. They call everything.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be handled by Bear. We'd be here all night. Oh, and a big hit over off the far side there. Bo Kennedy with the leather. Turning it back up ice, it's Anderson. He gets away from one stick check, carries it deep. Oh, goes short side, misses the mark. Here come the Skippers, and a whistle on the play. Net was off its posts. We'll bring that face-off back inside Skipper territory.
Well, Anderson did a nice job from the defensive side. He's a right-handed shot on the left side. Walked around the defenseman, and really he had a pretty good angle. Tried to go short side just up and over the cage, but the net went off the mooring, so face-off now to Shantz right. Pretty good opportunity by Prior Lake on that one.
Big weekend coming up here at the MNHockey.tv. Got a pair of games from the St. Louis Park. Oh, the ref with a terrific pick.
The gray
wow! Over to the far side. On the Laker bench, I'm incensed. Part of the game. Back in across the line. Well, you'll hear the get the bleep out of the way.
Yeah. As you said, Pete, it is part of the game, but boy, it looked like Rice just snuck in about a half a stride over. He had some speed too, so referee right in proximity made that
no
offside called.
Absolutely no man's land.
Yeah, he got the heavy boots. He was flat-footed, so a bit of a break for Minnetonka. But Prior Lake's starting to ramp up their game a little bit now in this midpoint of this period.
Alex Bump with his big season so far, a goal and 5 assists for the sophomore.
Play at 4 against Chanhassen as well.
Took him out to the woodshed. Back in across the line now. It's going to be Schumacher. Oh, and how about that? That got an out of Bart Archer.
It was legal, too. It was just a good hit.
It was a clean hit. As our guy James Lillidahl would say, love him. Haven't seen him in a while. Every once in a while, I pull that one up.
Right.
Just Google it. It's a clean hit, and you'll know it is. Now here they come now. It's going to be Anderson with it. That goes into the bench area, and that's going to be whistled down.
Boy, I will
scoreless
say,
here.
Yeah, I will say after that hit, the nice part about high school level is people can carry the puck and possess the puck through traffic with their head up. But I say the call to order tonight is keep your head up and keep it on a swivel because nobody's shying away from the physical part of the game.
Tonight's coverage presented by Gemini Athletic Wear. Check them out at GeminiAthletic.com. Chris Bonvino and his team does your jerseys. He dresses the champions at all levels, as well as gets your apparel dialed in. He did our stuff for the Cake Eater Classic, and we ordered 3 times the amount of apparel because of his design, and we sold 3 more times. Give him a call. Rebecca Kruger will take care of you. I'm not kidding you.
He does my hockey team as well.
Yeah, he does. Oh, there's a nice turnover at the line. Lincoln in on goal. And it makes it. Oh, what a pad save there. Don't underestimate that one.
Well, Kiffin interrupted the second chance follow-up, but boy, Prior Lake starting to get in tight.
And Chance, though, threw the pad out quick, Bart.
Indeed he did.
Needed to. No ice on the play. Chance wanted it, didn't get it. Now back in behind. It's going to be Dylan Zitzloff. Long pass ahead. That's off the stick of Prior Lake's Colin Tushy. Left wing side, here he comes across the line. Drop pass, finds his man in Speltz. That's deflected. In front they go. Pad save. Wow. Threw the flipper out there like it's going out of style. Pinball. Up to the left wing side. It's going to be Quinn. They're not getting that center, that middle pass off the boards. You're going to have to come up a little bit different on the breakout here as the Lakers are all over it at the line. There's a redirect back in behind that. Now it's Prior Lake's turn to take advantage of some offensive zone work here. Down on the play goes Lindholm. There's a chance off a pair of skates in front. Good defensive posture there by Graham Harris. Got inside on his man. Rink wide it goes. Coming over from right to left is Emmerich. Back in behind. Body check thrown by Miller. Heavy hitting affair here from Pagel Activity Center. Checked on the play is Harris once again. And now it's back in behind for the Skippers. It's Miller. Finds his man on the right side. Bear, he's hit as he passed. That by Lindholm. Rink wide it goes. Now it's Lacombe with it. Knocked away from him. Newhouse is there as he plays that one back into the corner. It's going to be Emerson. Now he gets a little bit of help out of the corner. That's Schumacher. Rink wide he goes for Lindholm. And stepping up on the play, it's Anderson. He'll play that one in deep for the Skippers. Newhouse looks to get there first. He's going to get hit. And now it's going to be Lagerback back in behind the net. He'll control, send some sauce up to the left point. Rink wide it goes. That's going to be Conan shot. Oh, and he had his usual shooting angle there. Did Lagerback went up off the glass. Back in behind the net it goes. Emerson is there. Feeds it ahead. That's Rice. Now as he finds his man on the move and bump. Bump to the corner. Looks in front to Rice. Deflected away by Anderson. Anderson is there. He'll fish it. Nice job to get that to the open corner for Conan. He better hurry. Angles will be taken away, but instead he stays calm. Makes a nice play to Lacombe. Lacombe across the line. Oh, they stay on side. There's a wrister. Pad save and a beauty. Woo. Bashi comes up big. Back it across the line. It's going to be Rice. Rice with an angle. Oh, he could have shot, I think, Bart Archer. Instead he opted for the pass, and it missed bump through the wickets. Back the other way they go with Zitzloff. 3:14 to go. That one came up high and is held on to. Wow, great action here so far.
Well, shots on goal right now, 7 for Minnetonka, 5 for Prior Lake. But of those 5, I think 3 or 4 have been pretty good looks on that. But yeah, I think on that one, I think if Rice could have that one back, he would. But he tried to go over to Alex Bump, one of his line mates. Good idea. I just don't think Bump was ready for it, and it wasn't his skates. But, boy, they're getting in tight on Minnetonka. You don't see that very often, Pete.
No, you don't, Bart Archer. Ooh. Oh, pinching at the line. You know, this Laker team has size, strength, And they get there to that puck. I like what I see so far.
Well, their angles are good and stick side checks. I mean, they're doing all the things right, but they're making Minnetonka a little bit uncomfortable in their own zone, and we don't see that very often. It's something Minnetonka's going to have to adjust.
Well, it's one thing to have grit. It's a whole other thing to have skill and tempo.
Yep.
They've got both, and that becomes hard to play. Oh, nice little move there as Cable was trying to find a shooting angle. Lost the handle right there in the low slot area.
Good stick by Miller.
7-5 shots on goal lead so far for the Skippers. It's a dead heat between these two teams from Pagel Activity Center. This one's worth checking out, folks. Off high, off the glass. Oh, held in neatly there. Kennedy with a great read, but the Skippers to center. It'll be cut off by Magnuson. In across the line he goes. Dusts it off, sends a shot in on goal. That's stopped and turned aside by the goaltender. That's Brandon Chance. Bumped off the boards once again. Bo Kennedy back in behind the net. Here they go now with Spelt. Look back up to high circle. Held in, quick hands there. Nice job to keep that one alive for Sam Emmerich. And the Skippers ahead for Newhouse. He's got Lagerback, finds him, right circle. Oh, he dangled himself right off the biscuit. Back up to the line, Kiffin off the boards. Oh, nice fortuitous bounce there for Newhouse, who tried to keep it alive. Lacombe misses the mark. Now it's going to be Lagerback from the corner as he plays the body. From the line, Zitzloff will hold it in on goal. No, that hit Lacombe on its way in. Lagerback is there. Lagerback tries to find an angle as that's Lacombe's shot that's blocked. Now Lagerback again plays this one off the boards. Newhouse is there. Oh, Lagerback with the steal, turns and shoots. He got stick check, neat job there by Tushy. And back up the line it goes. Across the center ice area by Kiffin, misses the mark. We're under a minute to play now in the period as it's going to be up the ice with Rice. He's checked by Newhouse, finds an angle. That's off the stick. Oohs and ahs here. That one nearly found its way to the back of the net, but Chance was there. They'll poke this one in on goal. Chance to save, rebound, puck rattles, poke to the corner. Kiffin now comes away with it as he looks up to the left wing wall. A little bit of help out of the zone now. Quinn try to work it. I see the 7, I think Mason Hendrickson.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a little bit of the hair flow like him too, so it throws a curveball at you. Whistle on the play.
Well, one thing I will say is Minnetonka defense as a unit are doing a good job of limiting all the second chance opportunities. It's been Chance that makes the initial save, but Minnetonka is very good at following through on the play, blocking out, moving the puck out of danger. So very responsible play in the Minnetonka zone. The unfortunate part for Coach Sean Goldsworthy is they've been spending quite a bit of time down in their zone, albeit playing responsibly. This Prior Lake team is on this Minnetonka Skipper team in a hurry, forcing them, I think, a little bit uncomfortable to make plays a little quicker than they want.
Big face-off win there, off the draw, moving from right to left and going over the net with Schumacher. That's off the stick of Chance, kept it down. Little collision there. They're going to have an icing call. Back the other way we go once again.
Well, it was just Joe Brink that turned and fired. Puck went all the way down. Just 18 seconds left. Very important 18 seconds for both teams. Minnetonka, obviously, with an own zone faceoff, wants to have some success in the faceoff dot, but what a great opportunity it is for the Lakers to really put some heat on Minnetonka to close out this first period.
These guys grew up as District 6 combatants all the way through. Squirts, Pee-wees, and Bantams, and here they are in high school, battling it out here in a non-conference affair. Back up through center ice, it's Henry, left wing side he goes. That was Streeter who was there. He's checked on the play by Anderson. They'll play rink wide. Kiffin snaps it quick from the right side, but that's blocked. Good play once again by the Lakers, and back through center ice that goes as that ends the first period. And what a good one we've had here.
Well, and some pleasantries exchanged at the end of the period. But boy, what a well-contested period by both squads. Prior Lake came ready to play right out of the gate, came down. Minnetonka kind of caught them by surprise, but Minnetonka started to get their flow, and then it was just a war of attrition, just ebbs and flows of the game. But I'd give that one a wash, maybe advantage Prior Lake just because of the possession time in the offensive zone, but Minnetonka out shooting this Prior Lake team. But this second period is going to be a can't-miss second period. Be sure to stick around for it.
Yeah, it's a can't-miss second period, Bart, between these two teams. And, you know, let's face the facts. It's early on in the season, and I think we've seen a lot of teams there. You know, everybody likes to see who's going to pull away, and I don't think anybody's going to this year. This is definitely a different deal. No question.
You know, some years you kind of like the Giants. You want to see them go down. You want to see them play. But this year it's a pretty wide open. There's 4 or 5 teams that are probably considered favorites, but it's a wide open field right now. Minnetonka, I liked what I saw in this first period as far as their speed, as far as they're willing to engage in the physical part of the game. But Prior Lake's very impressive, very speedy, hard to play against. They close gaps in a hurry. Plus, they always push the puck up the ice and try to get it to the goal, which I think is what Coach Pankratz wants. So I think Coach Pankratz has to feel pretty good about his way his team performed in that first period.
No doubt about that. We'll hear a message from a few of our partners here as we continue tonight's coverage presented by Gemini Athletic Wear. That's GeminiAthletic.com. Chris Bonvino, Chris Peterson, all of our buddies there. Dave Sarp, you name it, they're all making it happen. That would be Ranheim, Mork. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was absolutely
hard to forget.
Explosive. We'll be back with more. Right.
I think that being in a sport, it has built into it the concept that we are going to face a challenge. When we do sport the right way, we are teaching values. We're teaching kids how to be hard workers. We're teaching kids how to be courageous, to be fearless. Dynamites, because we have a focus on whole life youth development, physical, academic, social and spiritual excellence, we get that we're trying to develop people to be whole people. And I think that when you combine that mission with sport, I think you naturally get that. We have programs in each of those 4 areas. We have ice hockey for physical excellence. Academic excellence includes academic support like one-on-one tutoring. We have a summer academic camp. Social excellence includes our big community service project, Greg Carroll Learn to Skate, and also we're faith-based. So when kids are old enough, they have the choice to go to summer camp, kind of that traditional summer church camp. Every kid in the program has multiple mentors. If they're in tutoring, they have a very special mentor that's just their very own. And then of course the hockey coaches are mentors, and of course all the staff are mentors too. We have a very high retention rate. Dynamite's high school graduation rate over 20 years is 85%. And over the last 5 years, 96% have graduated, which is really significant because right now Minneapolis Public Schools is reporting that their graduation rate is 53%. So that, I think, is another measure that shows that Dynamites is working. Being a faith-based organization, I think we're able to say things that are really powerful sometimes. We might say to the kids, like, we're gonna do some hard things today. And we want you to remember we can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. A few minutes later, we might be asking them to do that hard thing and you got heads down and panting. And remind them, remember, you have strength. God's given you the strength to do this. You have the strength that you need inside you right now. They might even remember the moments where they began to believe that, where they began to believe, I should be fearless. Only believe, do not fear.
Break your heart to see what we pull out of here every day.
Hey, can you get the car?
You guys need some help?
Sure. Yeah.
JJ, what?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Check it out, man. Yeah.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're just doing the right thing.
What's the dream?
My dream is for people to think twice before they throw something out.
I appreciate you having me out. You can swing a mean net, man.
And Hockey.tv continues its coverage of high school hockey. right here in the state of Minnesota, and we are proud to be sponsored by Robert Thomas Homes, part of the Tradition Company's family. And joining us here between periods is Carol Griffith, the VP of Sales and Marketing. Carol, like I say, it's our annual checkup. I'm so glad to be speaking with you about Robert Thomas Homes. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Pete. Thanks.
That's good to hear. You know, Robert Thomas Homes is a very unique community of homes, and I've been through them. They're amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about what Robert Thomas Homes are and where you're located and how those are put together?
Sure. Robert Thomas Homes is a locally owned, award-winning, semi-custom home builder. We build homes or new homes throughout communities in the Twin Cities. We offer a variety of products that appeal to a variety of homeowners. You've got your heritage and villa collection that work well for the first-time move-up buyer. Our tradition collection, which is more of an executive move-up product, as well as our villas that would be single-level living in the empty nester product line.
Where are you located? Do you have various projects that you're working right now, or are you pretty located in one area?
Yep, we have a variety of communities throughout the Twin Cities. Our flagship community is Spirit of Branch and Farm, which is located in Lakeville. We also have the Harvest in Chaska, Tributary on Foster Lake in St. Michael, Creekside Hills in Plymouth, as well as Highcroft in Woodbury.
And you mentioned a couple of different types of potential buyers. I heard move-ups in there. And, you know, if you look at a specific target to what Robert Thomas Homes attracts, what do you see that market being?
Really, we appeal to a wide range. Our single-family village collection heritage is more move-up, even sometimes first-time home buyers. We also offer our single-level living, the villas that appeal to a wide range of empty nesters. So those are two really solid products for us. And then the third is our tradition collection, which is more of an executive. You might see that product ranging anywhere from $700 to over $1 million.
And then in terms of the differences between, let's say, I'm looking to buy a home versus build a home, what are some of the key things I need to consider for that being the right fit for me to actually build and go from there?
I would say number one, do your research. Go online, check resources, referrals, reviews. I think that's really important for people nowadays. They can gain a lot of information from that. Check with past customers. Also, I think when you're looking at building a home, number one, look at how long you're going to live there and understand that you're not necessarily going for cheaper is not better. I think it's really important that you do look at quality products and quality finishes because your home you intend to live there for a long time. It's the largest single investment you're going to make in your lifetime. So you want to make sure that it really withstands the test of time for years to come.
And finally, you have so many great properties, and if I want to research these as I'm doing the things you suggested, how do I get to that easiest? What's my quickest path online to find you?
Definitely visit our website, which is robertthomashomes.com. You can gain information on our communities, our pricing, our quick move-in homes. We also have interactive floor plans. All of that is available on robertthomashomes.com.
Okay, that's great, and we appreciate your time. Carol, good luck to you and have an incredible winter, and let's enjoy it and get to spring, which we all love so much. It'll come soon enough,
great.
Right? All right, that was Carol Griffith, Vice President of Sales and Marketing from Robert Thomas Homes. We'll be back with more right after this. Here we go, folks. Getting ready for the second period. We're scoreless. Very good game. Very tense. Very terse between these two squads. It's been a good one.
Well, I tend to throw around the little sum for everybody a little too much, but I think in this case it's actually very accurate. But
when the shoe fits.
We saw some speed, we saw some skill, we saw some physicality. Goaltenders made some pretty good saves. I look forward to a good second period. One thing about a physical game, Pete, in the second period, you get the long line changes after taking a couple hits or giving a couple hits. You get tired or more fatigued a little bit quicker. So get off the ice early. Better early than late. It's going to be a good period.
So how bad do you think one of these kids are going to get just nailed that go flying by here? Full speed.
Yeah.
On the track.
They'll learn. Hopefully they'll learn after the first one, but
no,
it won't be because of us.
You won't see that anytime soon. Yeah, because Bart Archer's going to throw the foot out. Get off my lawn with the leg trip, the slew foot.
A little Gran Torino for you. Just a bitter old man.
Skippers now from left to right across your screen here from Pagel Activity Center. Puck will be swung back in behind the net. They look for Lagerback, but that's steered aside out of there by Cable. Back into the neutral zone it goes now for Minnetonka as they're going to bump the boards with Konen. And Lagerback fishes it out. He'll skate in back across the line, turns his back to the play, goes down, and he'll play this one back in behind the net. It's going to be Magnuson with it. Now to the right wing side, they go out of the zone. It's going to be Lindholm. He gets away from Miller, plays this one back in off the end boards as it's going to be Anderson for the Skippers. Left wing on the outlet for Keppers, or that was, it was Keppers rather, as it's played back into the center ice area. Nice bull rush to the net by Bump. Back in behind the net he goes. Looks up high, misses the mark. That's off a stick. Nice job to keep that alive by the defense of the Lakers. Now across the line, Jackson Anderson plays this one back in behind. You know, Bart, you can remember the days. It wasn't that long ago when Prior Lake was a fledgling program, just getting started. They were Prior Lake, and maybe they had a couple other schools in there. And you know, we've watched them grow up through the district ranks of youth hockey, getting better and better, and the numbers are improving. And this is a very good-looking hockey club here.
Well, and you can't just credit one person. Joe Pankratz, ever since he took over, it seemed like they get traction, but he can't do it alone. So many people are involved in bringing this program into prominence.
Newhouse turns and shoots. That hit a man on the way in. That was Nick Henry. And Kiffin will play this one rink wide on the stick for Zitzloff. Back into the neutral zone, now controlled by the defense with Emerson. Quickly on the tape, reaching for that is Sam Rice. Loads up, he knows what to do with it. Shot save made there by Shantz. Lost the handle on it, but puck stays out of the net. Oh, nice job there by Rice to keep it alive, and that one just misses the mark. Bump slaps the ice, wanting it back. He didn't blame the stick on that one, though.
No,
you gotta give him credit.
he was accountable.
That was self.
He was accountable on that
was
one.
self-accountability right there, if there's
But
such a word.
Sam Rice keeps giving them opportunities. They're going to make one of these happen, but so far it's been Shantz that's kept it out of the net. But really nice play by Rice to just feather that puck through, and then it was Bump that actually tried to redirect. It just went a little bit wide, but the first good opportunity in the second period belongs to the Lakers. Lakers aren't shy about, if they have possession through the neutral, floating a defenseman up and joining the play, something the Skippers are going to have to be aware of.
Here come the Lakers back in across the line. That's Emmerich with the play. Spinning away from trouble, there's Anderson as he finds his man on the breakout for Quinn. But they're the Lakers once again. Nice job to push that through traffic, though, with Peter Morkin. Batted down to the glove. It's Lincoln across the line, flowing locks. Misses the mark. And now on the stick of Keppers. Morkin. Actually, I got to tell you, Lincoln reminds me a little bit of Brad Connick back in the day with the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles.
Right.
Doesn't he? Oh. Skippers with it. We're going way back, folks.
He was a good player.
Ancient. Yeah, he was. In fact, we did the Kennedy games before we did the Jefferson games because Kennedy was better, remember?
You're correct.
And then we bailed because Jefferson was really good.
Yeah, they were pretty good for a couple of years in the early 90s.
We were pretty front-running. That's all we do.
We thought it was because of us.
Lagerback. No, you thought it was because of you.
Okay,
back in behind that. Let's get this. Yeah, okay. Emmerich with it now.
I had a mouse in my
Bart
pocket.
thought he was contributing. Zitzloff with it. Plays that one rink wide. Miller looks ahead. That's now on the stick of Lacombe across the line as he's bumped on the play. Nice support. Quick. Oh, that was off the post. How to do? Wow, we might need to take that one back to Toronto. I thought that hit the back, but.
Well, referee in good proximity. He waved it off. They play on.
shoveled ahead.
Still gives you a little energy, though. I mean, if you can beat the goaltender and still keeps the puck, it still gives you a little bit more spring in your step.
Lindholm dances. Ooh, nearly bailing on the post with Chance, but got the big stick down. Wrister, pad save. Well, we know he's got good pads. He's made about 3 good ones with those so far tonight.
Yeah, both goalies tonight, but Chance has had more opportunities and come up big each
the goaltending
time.
has been terrific all night for both of these squads. Now across the line, it's going to be Magnuson. Little drop pass. The cannon hits traffic on the way in. That's Magnuson. That was right off the shin. Swatted away there by Chance. To the corner it goes. They look up ahead. We're going to have 3 of these Skippers players with Goldie on our Overtime Hockey podcast with video. Look out. You can't adjust the screen with what you're about to see. From sensors on Sunday, it's going to be great. That's cut off. Up to the line it goes. We're going to have all 6 of the teams we cover. The original 6, we're calling them here with the MNHockey.tv. Just gets everybody all fired up. Backpedaling is Zitzlov.
Boy, Prior Lake is just cutting this ice in half.
You're right. The neutral zone is not for sale, as that one's ripped wide on the play there by Bump. And here come the Skippers. Newhouse pickpocketed, lost something there. And here they come the other way with Bump. Quick shot wide, open net. Oh, and that hit Newhouse on the way in. That nearly found the back of the net. Now it's Zitzlov with it. He's checked on the play. Quick outlet to Streeter. Now guided ahead by Quinn as the Skippers will get a partial change. Almost everybody. Now they go wholesale. Back up through center. Bounce through the legs. They wash that one off.
And that's what Minnetonka did.
While we were away, the Minnetonka Skippers scored a goal off the end boards. We got knocked off the air here. We apologize. It happens from time to time here at Pagel Activity Center. So it's now 1-0. It was a goal tucked in off the end boards. I believe that was Braden Lacombe who gave the Skippers a 1-0 lead.
It was.
That was after penalty coming up. We'll take a look at this one on replay.
Now they call it. Well, it's going to be Ben Conan, the junior defenseman, going to go for a hold as he kind of corralled one of the Laker players, and I think that Laker player was Alex Bump, who's been a real driving force for this Lakers team so far. Had a couple pretty good opportunities, but Bump moves his feet. When you move your feet, you force the other team to make some plays, and he just reached out, grabbed him right in front of the referee. So now power play for Prior Lake. Prior Lake's power play 16.7%, 3 for 18, looking to improve on that one. And Minnetonka, kind of a pedestrian, 63.6, only successful 7 kills out of 11 opportunities. Unusual for the Skipper team. Great opportunity for the Lakers. Oh, it didn't take long.
And they score! It didn't take long, Bart Archer, just like that. And we're tied at 1.
Well, and it was Alex Bump, his 2nd goal of the season. Very shallow angle. It was just Prior Lake that won the battle along the wall, and it was Bump that walked it out and just beat Chance. I think it was between short side on the post. I don't think they really care how it scored, but it's knotted at 1 right now. Power play goal for Prior Lake. And Minnetonka giving up another power play goal. That's an area I think Goldie wants to address, or Coach Goldsworthy.
Well, you know, it's quite interesting, you know, because coaches take different approaches to special teams early on in the year. I want to see those get better as it goes on. Right now it's systems and things like that, icing the call. And, you know, you do the same things with your JV teams as you go through. Somebody has a pretty good idea what you're trying to do, but it's a lot different when you go from JV to varsity to scrimmages to real games. And that's really a big goal there, though, by a big player in Alex Bump.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy, he can play.
I think he just had more space than he probably should have been afforded at that particular juncture, but as we called it, a work in progress, but I'm sure he just wants him to tighten up a little bit. This is certainly capable, but now we're 1-1. It's a whole new ball game.
And offside at the line.
Well, it was Worms trying to make that that entrance, but it was Morgan that just half a step. You have to be particularly cognizant of where you are on the ice. You don't want to limit perhaps an offensive thrush with an offside call.
So we're going to be like Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
We'll take it back down.
Everybody hates me enough. I don't need to be associated with it. I don't think
it's all,
Collinsworth does
it's
a bad
all by
job.
design, Bart Archer.
Well, indeed it is.
Up to the left wing side it goes.
I would have showered.
Keppers had a nice shift that led to the They can't smell what I did. So Kepper's with it. Looks back over for Lagerback. Lacombe was there. Oh, batted to center ice, and up the middle they go. I was just saying, Kepper's had a nice little push on that goal that the Skippers scored that led to the turnover off the end boards and the opportunity. Tushy with it now. Just sent packing by Conan. Got the lumber into him there and sent him down. Lagerback reaches back, comes away with it. Stick handles his way through traffic, shovels one to the right wing side. Back into the corner it goes with Anderson. Nice job to fish. Rink wide they go. There's a snapper. That one wide of the mark. That's Nick Henry, and he missed the mark.
Well, net off the moorings once again, but it was a really nice pass by Lagerbach. Good vision to get it over to Henry. Henry with a one-time shot almost made it count, but Bauschy did a nice job of getting over and closing that down, but the net off the moorings, so face-off's going to be to Bauschy's left. 7:05 left in this period. 10-9 shots on goal. Minnetonka still has an advantage.
Not a ton of shots.
No.
It seems like there's been more. That one hit Newhouse on the way in.
And that's a good
Trickles
example
over
of why.
the boards. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of traffic. Streeter up to the line. Now it's going to be handled by Anderson. Rister. That was swatted at by Bauschy. Nothing doing there. And now it's the Skippers to regroup. D to D they go. Anderson took it from Conan up the ice. Newhouse deflects ahead. Nice feed for Henry. Off wing, shot turned aside to the near boards. Ripped at and hit a player and then up off the netting and out of play. Fast moving period here. 6:33 to go in it.
Well, indeed. Both teams are doing a good job ahead manning the puck, getting it to the open man. It was Henry that actually took that shot, but the defense did a nice job of closing that space and really limiting his opportunity. But, you know, they're just trading punches right now, and a couple heavyweights going at it.
Back in behind the net. Bump. Leaves off to the left wing side for Schumacher. Now it's going to be Rice who can skate.
Boy, he can
He and
fly.
Kiffin come together. Kiffin's had a nice game on the blue line for the Skippers. We're tied at 1 here in the second period between these two clubs. They'll chop at that loose change. Now it's going to be knocked off the stick and turned back by Schumacher. Kiffin watching him. Help from Morgan. Now out of the zone with Miller. The captain up ice he goes. Across the center red. Plays this one on an angle back in behind the net. Nice job by Worms to duck under that would-be check, and it's going to be played to the left wing off the boards and stride, taken away by Schumacher. Left wing, snapper, glove saved, swatted out of there by the goaltender Brandon Shantz.
Looked pretty cool doing it, too.
No problem there. Yes, indeed. Zitzloff now, the rushing defenseman across the line.
Oh.
Gets stood up on the play, but got the puck deep. That's the job you want there. Now it's going to be Lincoln with it, up to the line. Poked at, but body played there enough by Keppers.
Oh.
They're going to have interference call. There's a shot. Nice job there. How about that for a quick opportunity? Bigger save than you think right there, Bart.
Indeed, and I think it's going to be Keppers that's going to go for interference. He just obstructed his forward progress. I thought, 5 years ago that probably wouldn't have been called, kind of ticky-tack, but again, another opportunity for the Lakers. Already have one power play goal, looking to get another one, but it's up to Minnetonka to get through this challenge, pick up their teammate.
And
Face-off
now
going to be to Shan's right,
we knew what the last power play did.
and it didn't take long.
And you win the face-off, you get opportunities. Played rink wide, that's baited Emerson. Newhouse there, nice stick. And here's a foot race, but on the move now it's going to be Beatty. Gets inside, he goes down. Oh, penalty coming up on Lagerback. It's a 5-on-3. Goaltender headed off the ice. Here comes the extra attacker. We'll let you know when he's on. Played to the far corner. And now it's going to be handled by the Skippers. That's Conan that comes up with. They got a hold there. That was a one-on-one battle there.
Well, it was
Or a trip.
Lagerbach. They got in a foot race with one of the Prior Lake defensemen. Just a second effort, kind of reached the stick out, got it under the skates, but right in front of the referee. Gutsy call by the referee. It was the right call, but now Minnetonka 5-on-3 makes their challenge even a little more difficult. Obviously, this faceoff is going to be key for this Minnetonka team.
Face-off pulled back behind, wrong hard. Oh, look at that. That hit a player on its way through. Oh, fortunate there. The backhand out of the zone is never a guarantee.
Unless they can get it 20 feet in the air.
Well, that's right. Guys get paid millions to do that. Back across the line. Now it's Schumacher with it. Flung to the line, rattling puck. Now down the left wing side it goes. turned away there. It's Rice. He looks back up to the line. That's Magnuson. Gifts it off to the right side. Rice back up for Magnuson. There's a shot in front. Oh, that's steered aside. Wrister! That one misses the mark. A bump on the right side. Rice was in the middle. A great setup and a great opportunity, but nothing doing.
Well, it looked like it was Lindholm that actually got that over to Rice, and Rice put a pretty good shot on. Just, I don't know if it was deflected. It looks like it's coming outside the zone, so perhaps a Minnetonka skipper stick helped do that. But pretty good puck movement for Prior Lake. I think they might have overpassed to a certain degree. You got to get those shots on goal when they present themselves.
Now the Lakers back across the line with it. Rice carries to the corner. Bump, wrist shot. Nice save right off the crest. Handled there by Shantz.
Well, and that came from about the right dot for the Lakers, but Shantz did a nice job coming out and challenging the shooter, really taking away the angle, received that puck near a rebound, lived for another faceoff.
Faceoff pulled back by the Lakers. They play this one rink wide, loading it up. They'll sit on it. Now they want, nope. Winding and passing is Kennedy. Bump back down off the corner. Bump's been out for this entire power play so far. There's a shot that's pushed through. Wow. Blocked by Zitzlaf. Don't underestimate that. From the top of the slot, Wrister, that's blocked again. And the Skippers clear the zone. As down the ice they go.
24 seconds left in the penalty to Cuppers.
45 in the Lagerback penalty. We'll carry this one back up ice now. It's going to be Schumacher across the line. Big moment in this hockey game now as we wind down to 3:29 to go in the second. One-timer, pad save. Great goaltending here for the Skippers tonight. He's been really good as Shantz.
Boy, really, when their wheels are wobbling, he's been kind of a backstop back there that's really picked his team up when had to. Now it's 5-on-4 for another 19 seconds, so Minnetonka is successful so far. The Lakers have had good possession, just haven't got that quality shot they're looking for.
Back in across the line as they play this one in deep. Play to the corner. Miller misses Newhouse with that, but it serves its purpose as the second penalty is expired. 5-on-5 is the situation now.
That's got to give the Skippers a little bit of energy killing off a 5-on-3.
Ooh, nice check there by Zitzlaf. Skippers Miller now. It's blocked away from him. Now Newhouse will wind it up. He's got another number 10 on him and Speltz.
Oh.
Skipper faithful looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it.
Right.
And now the right wing side they go with Lindholm. Across the line he goes. That one's off the glass. And now it's going to be Speltz, checked by Zitzlaf, and Newhouse to come away with it. He's shifty. Looks to the left wing side, and up the zone they go. That's Henry, but he's cut off niftily there by Jackson Anderson. Is that even a word, niftily? Now it's going to be Henry with it, left wing.
Boy.
Turned over, turned up the ice by Lindholm. He has some help. Lets a wrist shot go. That turned into a 2-on-2 pretty quickly there, Bart.
Well, it had to. I think Minnetonka had to regroup, and that's where the long line change comes in. I always stress that point. 2:05 left in the second period. We're not at 1, but both the defensemen from Minnetonka peeled off to get some fresh legs, but it was Prior Lake that came up on the right side. But Minnetonka with some good speed, good angles, really closed the gap on that one, forced him to shoot before he wanted to.
We'd like to remind you that today's coverage is presented by Gemini Athletic Wear. That's GeminiAthletic.com. Check them out. They get your jerseys and apparel. I mentioned the big success we had at the Cake Eater Tournament with the great design by Chris Bonvino. The guy's a creative at its finest. He's an artist.
Yep.
And
pretty good guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
And he knows that, too.
Known him since 5th grade. Our Lady of Grace Edina on the playground playing some Cosm. Remember the sticks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put the wood in it.
Still got some bruises.
You guys went tennis ball, didn't you?
Yeah.
The frozen one.
It was like you were there. But Lacombe, that's the first shot by Minnetonka in a good period of time. Obviously, they had their challenge killing off a 5-on-3, but Lacombe was the one that scored that goal. And Lacombe from the top of the left circle took that shot, kind of an innocent shot, or at least Boschy made it look pretty easy on that one. But at least Minnetonka is getting some offensive zone time to close out this first period.
Face-off win by the Lakers. They've been really savaging in the face-off circle. Lots of possession for them off the draw. Cable now, long pass ahead. No ice on the play. And back into the skipper zone it goes with 1:14 to go in the period. Kiffin waiting for someone to get open. Finds a man now as he just gifted it ahead to Peter Morgan across the line. His centering feed is deflected away by Cable, who comes away with it off the end boards. To the line, Kiffin, nice job to keep the line. Shot that hits traffic on its way in. I believe that was Will Magnuson. Now it's the Skippers and the Lakers battling off the near boards. Morgan is there. To the corner it goes. Henry takes the body on his man from the corner and Cable. And now Henry again shovels to the slot. Wrister. Oh! That one went right off the wrist of the glove and up off the netting.
Well, a sophomore goaltender had to have pretty quick mitts on that one, just on top of the hash mark. One-time shot, ticketed for the upper glove side, but it was Bosch who actually got his shoulder, elbow, or glove on that to ramp it up and out of play. Really a big save in the closing moments of the second period for Prior Lake.
34 to go in the period. Lakers back out of the zone. Kiffin finds an opening hard off the glass. Behind the net it goes. Boschy was there to play this one to the near corner. Henry checked on the play. Gets a little bit of help. Shalloway, nice pad save there. Boy, that thing came in a hurry. He didn't vacate that post and then reaches over and catches with 13.3.
I'm glad you said it's getting tougher to read the clock, but you're right. It's a good opportunity for Minnetonka to win this faceoff and put some more pressure, close this period out with perhaps some energy. It looks like Prior Lake right now is in kind of a protective mode right now, just trying to keep the puck out of the net and doing whatever they can, but Minnetonka doing a good job of possessing.
Face-off win, Lagerbach inside out. He's checked on. They collapse on him the second he gets the biscuit. Kiffin gloves it down. Oh, that one up high. They got a high stick coming up, but they're going to keep playing.
That was self-defense right there for Lacombe.
Yeah, it's coming right up toward the mush.
But, boy, a great period, really. I think if you're at Prior Lake, we talked about it last period, Coach Pankratz has to feel really good about his way his team played. Kind of had the assistance of a 5-on-3, which really kind of can settle your team down, get you some confidence carrying the puck. But Minnetonka had to get some energy from that kill. That was a huge kill. Could have laid some groundwork for going into the next period. But going into the period, both teams are just going to come out and play very, very hard the third period. It promises to be a terrific period.
Well, indeed it does. I mean, it hasn't let us down from start to finish. This has been a hockey purist type of game. It's been really good between these two teams, and we look forward to seeing what they can bring to the table here, Bart Archer.
Well, indeed. In the first period, it seemed like they were checking to check, had some purpose to it, but didn't go too far out of their way. This period, if there was physical contact, it was methodical with purpose. So they didn't just run around to bang bodies. They did it with purpose. Both teams, very respectful period that period, but Minnetonka's got to stay out of the box, Pete.
They do need to stay out of the box. We're going to take a timeout. A couple messages for you coming up. High school hockey continues right here at the MNHockey. High school hockey continues right here at the MNHockey.tv, and we are between periods with Tradition Capital Bank's Dan Fagan. Thanks for joining us here. I know you've got a busy schedule, and we've got a lot of great stuff to talk about. First of all, why don't you share your position with the bank and what you do?
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me. I'm Dan Fagan, and President and CEO of Tradition Capital Bank.
And in your role, you've obviously have a bank that's a little bit different than other banks. We have a stereotypical thing in our mind, but when it comes down to what you are as a bank, can you kind of share what's different about you and who Tradition Capital Bank is?
Yeah, would be happy to. We started in 2005. We raised $10 million of capital, and we had a vision for being a bank of locally owned investors and bankers that are in our community, to come together and create a bank that we would have this idea of doing business with friends and family and expanding that network over time. For us, we are a full-service community bank in the Twin Cities, so you can think of all the services that a Wells Fargo or a U.S. bank would do. We can do those here. But think of it in terms of high touch, high service. So we have all the technology, mobile app, online banking. We have loans, deposits, all the types of things you get with a U.S. bank or Wells Fargo bank, you get with us. But when you come in, we know you by name, we recognize you, we give a high level of service, and it's a much different feel. We're a private bank, so we're not a high value mass marketed bank. We're more unique and more kind of fly under the radar through our friends and family.
And so with that recognition from the client base and how it feels, it definitely, for those that come through your doors, it's a lost art, I think. And have you found as a business with what you offer, you have the technological capabilities of all the big box banks, if you will, but you have the hometown feel that we really don't get in the Twin Cities anymore.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And if you look, if you know the banking world, there's a lot of consolidation happening. So I don't want to think of your Home Depot's taking out the local hardware store, but banks are very similar in that you can get lost as a customer in a big bank. But a bank like ours, we're smaller, we're more nimble, we're very responsive, but yet we were founded by a lot of good business owners in the Twin Cities community, and we have a lot of good bankers here. I myself was a former bank examiner, so we know banking very well, but we are very responsive. We're locally owned, local decision making, and you're not going to get that as much in the Twin Cities here. Other banks are making decisions, some in California, some in Wisconsin, some that take 3 weeks on a turnaround for you. If you come in here, we can talk among our bank and within a few hours get back to you and let you know, hey, this is something we can do. We've done, honest to goodness, we've closed a $10 million loan in a couple of days. Now, we don't do bad loans. We do good loans, but we're very responsive. We had all the information. And we put the transaction together, and that's just not something you're going to get at a big bank.
Well, there's some things that we say we're uniquely Minnesotan, but we also do business Minnesotan as well, so it's really helpful for those Minnesota businesses to know exactly that they have someone with their finger on the pulse of what's really happening here. Let's dig in a little bit deeper into the technology part of things that you have from the consumer, the user perspective. Can you kind of open up the toolkit there? What do you got?
Absolutely. So from a private banking perspective, we obviously have online banking that you could do on a desktop, or we have the kind of online tablet banking, but most importantly, we have our mobile banking app. If you're familiar with some of the larger banks, for example, Bank of America, we actually have the same platform that they use in their online banking. So we have banking where you can look at, obviously, account balances, make payments online. You can make transfers to other individuals. We have a product called Zelle that's very popular among
all
the big
over
banks.
it. We pay our employees with it.
There you go. So we've got Zelle here. So basically all the things you could do at the big banks, the technology's there, and we're implementing them and have that available for us. For our business customers, we also have business online banking, set up ACH originations, again, client to client, B2B, or individual to individual. We have all those services and technology, but the best part is that you have that hands-on, one-on-one. You need something, you pick up the phone, you dial a number, it's picked up by an individual, we know you, we're responsive, and we can make those things happen, whether it's a wire transfer, whether it's overdraft. If you are out and about, you go away for a weekend, and you forget to transfer money, and you're overdrawn, we're not going to return that check, and we're going to call you and say, hey, what happened? Because we know you. So you have all the tech now. You'll be able to see that, and you'll have probably something pop up on your app, insufficient funds, but you don't have to worry that we're going to return the check. You can call us. We know you. We take care of it. That's what you get when you're with Tradition.
And that's very unique. And you also, from someone picking up the phone, you don't have the phone tree to work through where they say, we didn't get that. Will you try that again? Which is really, for me, I think that's a terrific thing too. As far as where you're going, obviously you've opened up a fabulous facility in Wayzata. You're here in Edina, and are you also somewhere else?
In North Oaks.
North Oaks, that's correct. Anything beyond those three locations? What are you guys thinking there?
So I think right now for the Twin Cities, that's a pretty good market. And again, with technology, you don't need brick and mortar on every corner. In fact, you may not go into the bank as many times as you used to. Now we're here if you need us. The reason we had Edina was our original spot. We went to North Oaks. It was pretty strategic because it was literally across town on the other side to serve kind of the St. Paul market and North Metro. Wayzata was a very unique opportunity that we had a client that had a building and said, hey, you know what, this is a cool little community out here. So we looked to set up a small location. We have about 10 staff, just under 10 staff that are at our Wayzata location, but again, full service banking. In terms of the Twin Cities, that's what we're at kind of right now, but we obviously are always looking at strategic initiatives. What I will say is that, and this is a little bit down the road, but we have a lot of clients that were private bank clients that winter in either Arizona or Naples. And so we are considering putting kind of right now, we can do business down there already, but we are looking at down the road setting up some branch locations because we want to make sure we take care of our clients wherever they're at. And those seem to be some markets that a lot of people are attracted to, and we've had a lot of customer relationships out there. So that's kind of a little thing in the future that we're taking a look at.
Well, so not far away, we have our Edina Jerry's Foods down in Sanibel Island, so why not? The free shameless plug, sorry.
Yes,
hope you're okay with that.
absolutely.
Kind of the same concept for those of you that
You know
appreciate
what, though?
that.
That's exactly what it is. We're Minnesotans. We know this market. We know our people.
Everybody loves that.
And everybody loves that. And if you're going to be out in those other communities dealing with people that are just good, hardworking, good, valued Minnesota people, that's what we're looking to do. And by the way, we have an aging employee base, and some of these employees are looking to go to these communities. So it's a nice way to retain not only our customers, but also some of our employees. And so we see a big opportunity. But also, I think there's a lot of people in those communities that miss kind of that hometown, small town feel. You go in, it's a handshake, you see things. Yes, we need to fill out paperwork and all that, but we do our best to be people of integrity. And when we tell you we're going to do something, we do it. No surprises, handshake, that's the way we do it.
Terrific stuff, Dan. Finally, if I want to get started with you, if I'm a business or a consumer, what's the best way? Just pop in, give you a call? What do you guys prefer?
Either, yeah. We have kind of on our website, you can see kind of the department leads we have here, whether it's a business banking need, private banking need, construction development. Obviously, you can have call us on the phone. The best way is either that or just come in person. We have bankers here on site that if you're not calling us, if you're in the area, pop in, we'll get somebody right away. We always have someone to handle the needs there. So it's literally a phone call, let us know, and we'll do everything we can to help. If we're not the best fit for you or the best resource, we'll do everything we can to help make that appropriate connection to someone that might better serve you.
That's exactly who these people are, folks. What is that email? Why don't you shoot that out there for everybody? Or email, sorry, website, web address. Why don't you shoot that for us?
www.tradition.bank, B-A-N-K.
Simple enough. Dan, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks so much.
Good
luck
stuff.
in the tournaments.
Thank you. We'll be back with more high school hockey coming up right after this.
Too heavy? Try it.
I got it.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure?
Huh?
Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. What's the ultimate dream for your business?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids to buy food.
How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
And we welcome you back to the Pagel Activity Center, moments away from the start of the third period, where it's 1-1 between these two hockey clubs. Shots on goal read 14 for Prior Lake and 11 for Minnetonka. One of the things that Bart and I have talked about is it doesn't feel like it's a game that only has 25 shots. I mean, it's been a well-played game, tightly contested. And, Bart, I was just saying that there's 25 shots combined in this game, and it feels like they've each attempted 25 shots. 30, 50, I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of traffic in front of the nets, a lot of attempted shots. I think that's the number that we're really focusing on, but the ones that actually make it to the net are few and far between. But when they do, we have two pretty quality goaltenders out here stopping the puck. Been very impressed.
Oh, man, I've been texting with Lee Smith a little bit here.
Okay.
We were talking some power play stuff.
Okay.
And we were talking 5-on-3 setups and what we like and don't like. And he's really afraid right now. I'm going to say what he just texted me. I know he's sitting in his living room on the big screen. Don't say it. And he's just dying right now.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, I won't say it.
No.
So tomorrow, I am so excited. We're going to be chilling with the Heimer, with Tom Gertis, and, of course, my guy Lee Smith at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Dave Oss and his staff from Brainerd and the Warriors, real gritty team, will be coming down. We'll be seeing them. Pat Andrews in his third year now. If you can believe, Bruce Plant has been away now for 3 seasons at the helm for Hermantown and the Hawks. They'll be there. And, of course, the high-flying Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's with Ken Pauley, the American Family Insurance North-South Classic. We've got a nice little deal we're doing there, Bart. You should see how nice these are, these plaques for the tournament MVP for each team.
Cool.
And guess what?
What?
You and I get to pick them.
Do we really?
Well, not, the way you and I see things, there's no chance we'll get a guy.
Well,
We'll just be, well, stalemate. We're done.
right. I like it. No, I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. In fact, Hermantown's got a young Blake Biondi that is.
Yeah, Blake Biondi, good one.
Breakdown USA's predicted player of the year.
Well, he's a surefire Mr. Hockey finalist. That much we know.
Well, and all the skill and talent on Eden Prairie and Benilde St. Margaret's. And as you said, Coach House coming down with the Warriors. It promises to be a really good couple days of hockey, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're very confident in that, Bart. It's going to be a great 2 days. And then we're going to round out our weekend coverage of live games on Saturday night. And that's going to be who else but, hang on here. I'm trying to get some. Where did this go? There it is. I'm also playing director here,
right.
So don't mind me. I'm just sort of.
We're getting ready to start, Mr. Director.
See that? I had to get that logo on there. That's all branding.
Now you're good.
Uh-huh.
Gee.
I've been told.
Here we go.
I've been told insufferable.
Right, more than one.
Puck is played now by the Lakers to center ice. There's Lagerback with it. Knocked off his stick. And underneath the stick of Lindholm. Skippers now in front of the bench area as we get ready for period number 3 between these two fine hockey clubs. Puck will be run to the left wing wall. Nice little feed there on the tape. Lindholm took that one from Speltz. That one rung off the side of the cage. Lindholm shots fanned on. Now it's going to be Miller out of the zone. Seems like he's been on this roster for a decade. He puts on the brakes, stays on the puck to the slot, nobody home. Magnuson back up ice. He finds his man on the move, and Tushy, that one is off the, I believe, face mask of the goaltender.
Indeed it was.
Chance. Back into the zone it goes. Prior Lake will regroup as they look to the left wing side up high. That's Alex Bump. He's got his goal, his second of the season tonight. Newhouse wanted to make the move. That didn't fool Anderson at all. Now it's going to be Newhouse again with it. Delayed offside as the Skippers regroup in their own zone. Kiffin plays it near side for Zitzloff. Off the boards. That's deflected off the stick of Nick Henry. And up in the air it goes. Henry will protect the puck as he's bumped on the play by Anderson. Now it's taken in stride from Schumacher. Here's a quick shot. Gathering that in was Rice. As he was right down the middle there. Rice, ooh, they try to feed him from behind the net, but that's picked off by Kiffin. Henry finds his man on the move to the right wing, and Streeter.
Slash.
That's a slash. We got a penalty coming up. Off the ice goes Chance. On comes the extra attacker. That's going to be Conan, and that one's whistled down. Slash was back in behind the play, Bart.
Well, indeed, and it's going to be Alex Bump. I believe that's going to go for that slash, but I thought about this coming into the period with a couple penalties called against Minnetonka. The Lakers are going to have to play a very honest game, but it was an appropriate call. Now it's going to be Minnetonka that's going to be on the power play. A robust 36.4%. They've scored 4 of 11 chances, and the penalty kill for the Lakers, a perfect 10 for 10. Something's got to give, but what a great opportunity it is for the Skippers on the power play.
So Bart, the old adage of the marbles changing pockets.
I didn't want to commit to it.
They're loaded up on one pocket, 3 of them against. Now it's 2-1. We'll see what happens with the next one.
3-1.
3-1. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, my word.
Turnover
Not
back the other
start.
way. Here they come with Lindholm. Partial breakaway, not goal. Loads up. Oh, and he gets slashed. Scores anyway. Somehow Lindholm fought that off, and he puts it in the back of the net. A big shorty there. Look at the turnover at center. There he goes.
Yeah, Minnetonka a little aggressive in transition. Everybody moved forward. Puck stayed back, and really a nice job to have the wherewithal and take it in. Actually got the goaltender to commit and went backhand, and there was a delayed penalty on that, so there was a slash, but he still finished the play, made the play. Now the Lakers have a 2-1 advantage, but Minnetonka still has minute 39 on the power play, so they get a really good chance to answer back with some authority. But really a big goal for Prior Lake Lakers. Shorty. Was that Lindholm that got that?
That was Lindholm.
That'd be his second shorty of the season then.
Well, and the turnover, he was flat-footed.
Yep.
And to watch him accelerate like that through center was
not
really
a small
impressive.
man either. He's got some wheels.
Right wing pass. Now it's going to be Brink with it. Stick handles the corner, leaves that one back up for Zitzloff, puts on the brakes. Top of the right circle, block. Nice job in front by Kennedy. You can hear the rapping on the boards. The Lakers digging it. Zitzloff now. Power play continues for the Skippers. He'll let one go. A little touch on that one. Didn't blast away there. Now Emmerich is there as he comes together with Brink, and it comes back up to the line. Zitzloff loads it up. Now it's going to be Kiffin back for Zitzloff, top of the umbrella. Off to the right wing side it goes now for Henry. He cycles low. Nice little feed there by Brink. Henry, look back up high, gets it back. Back up for Zitzloff. Lets a shot go. Every time you shoot the puck, there's sticks and knees down on the ice for the Lakers, blocking everything. Zitzloff keeps the line, looks to his left, tries to feed that one through. Guess what? Skate gets on that one for Kennedy, and the bench appreciates it.
He controlled the rebound quite well.
Yeah, he did. Zitzloff, one-timer. That one well wide of the mark. Henry comes away with it. Nice pressure here by the Skippers. Now Zitzloff plays back over Henry, top of the right circle. Ooh, that's blocked again. Oh, my word, Kennedy. Loving this guy. Just absolutely giving it up for the home team. They've blocked. It's on. What is this, the Wayzata Trojans?
I was going to say, Coach O'Leary stopped by
I've never seen anything like
clinic.
it. Brink with it. You're not going to play on that team if you won't get in front of a puck.
That's now, Graham Harris, P. Wagner, number 9. Am I wrong?
Oh, my bad.
No, I just want to give the proper
I
kudos.
thought that was 1-9. Well, I was way off.
Samsonite.
I was hoping he'd catch that. Oh, little butcher job there. The marbles change pockets once again. Magnuson's going to go for the slash. Power play continues as the Skippers control. Now it's going to be Miller, top of the left circle, on the ice, gets the extra tacker. That's Brink. Now it's going to be controlled and turned away by Newhouse. And the Lakers touch the puck. 12:50 to go here in the third period. 2-1 in favor of Prior Lake.
It's going to be junior defenseman Will Magnuson that's going to go for that penalty. He's played a real strong game so far, but boy, they're getting a little aggressive as far. But that's Minnetonka moving the puck and getting some energy off the power play, and now they transition into a new one. 12:50 to go in the third period. Minnetonka down by 1, but as we said, a great opportunity on the power play to knot this thing up.
Now it's Miller again. You got to really work to get your shooting. You got to move the puck, not your feet, to get shooting angles in this situation. Newhouse rink wide, and when you do, there's a stick right down the middle. This club can kill a penalty with the best of them.
Well, and the Lakers just converge in front of the net to protect their goalies. I don't think a shot has been on Boschy since these power plays. The defensemen
12
are doing all
shots
the
so
stopping.
far through the game. They had 10 coming in.
Yeah. They're taking about 10.
Rink wide, Lagerback finds Newhouse. Misses the mark. That on Lacombe. Newhouse reaches, comes away with it. Surveys. Rink wide, Lagerback loads it up. Blocker pad save, turned aside by Boschy. Up and out of play it goes as the young Skippers battle for that loose puck.
Well, it was a nice job by Henry to get the puck to Lagerbach. That's his office, similar to what Ovechkin does, but I think he just took that half a second to kind of load her up, and I think that gave Boschy a chance to sneak over and cut over that angle. Try to go short side, but blockered up and out of play. Nice job by the Laker goaltender.
Body check thrown there. Skippers come out of it, though. Back in behind, that's Harris. Poked down the wall now by Zitzloff, and through center it goes. 57 to go in the power play for Minnetonka, their second straight. They're -1 in the power play category here, as they gave up that shorthanded goal, which is the go-ahead goal to Preston Lindholm. Now here's Brink from the right side. They play this one ahead. Zitzloff sends that one through, nearly redirected in by Brink off the side of the net there. Just missed the mark. Now Zitzloff hustles back. Shantz will set up for him. Back in behind, 27 to go in the power play. 11-16 in the period. And this game's been just whipping along. When you consider we start about 7:20. We had the little chippers out here to start the game. I like that. Yeah, they're solid. Miller does a nice job of eluding the defense, but they're just going to get one more chance to get the zone 5-on-4 as the time is about to expire on the Magnuson infraction. Lagerback comes together, shoulder on shoulder with Emerson. Tries to muscle his way through. Newhouse protects neatly. Oh, nice pass up to Miller, but legs are in the way there. Gets through that attempted block and back up to center ice it goes. Miller plays it rink wide for Newhouse. Grabs the carom off the boards. Tried to dangle and toe the line. Couldn't. Now turns back from center. Sends it back in and around. cut off partially there. Now it's going to be Emerson with it. Finds his partner, touch pass ahead. Anderson finds his man Rice, who gets it ahead to Bump, 2-on-2 at the line. Bump's going to cross with Schumacher. They let that shot go up in the air off the net. Now Rice comes away with it behind the net, taken away by the Skippers. That's Conan. He'll bump back in behind, off the end boards for Jack Anderson. Anderson doesn't like what he sees to the right, now goes back there and has some real estate. Anderson, nice job to get away from Rice. Plays that one ahead. Taken away by the Lakers. That one misses the mark, and an icing call with 9:48 to go in the third.
Well, you're right. That was a very patient play by the Skipper defender to manage through traffic. The Lakers very aggressive on the power play. They had 3 forwards below the dots on that forecheck. But again, a nice job of navigating by the Skippers out of some muddy water, so to speak.
Whoa,
see what I did
not
there?
To be confused. Wow. Too bad I'd have the music queued up for you. Oh, turned over. Chance to the slot area. Rolled off Morgan's stick. From the right wing to the corner he goes as he finds Jack Quinn. Quinn's bumped off the play. From the end boards, it's Cable. Nice job to throw the body there as they'll play this one to the corner. That one's deflected. Packing it in hard in the slot area are the Lakers. And back out of the ice they go. Beatty with it. Plays that one across in deep behind. Zitzloff comes away with it. He has a man opening up to the left wing, and Keppers, as he's bothered on the play. Keppers, though, finds it. Gets a little bit of help with a pool cue from Morgan. Cross the line. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Oh, and that one just missed the mark underneath the stick of Matt Beatty. Back at center ice. Relentless on the back check. There's Tushy with it behind the net. Off the side of the net. Lagerback's going to race up the right wing side with it. 3-on-3 across the line. That shot misses the mark. Now it's going to be all the way up high to the left side for Keppers. Rink wide it goes. That's underneath the stick of Bear for the Skippers. Lagerback from the end boards, working hard. Turns and shoots that one high off the glass, up to the line. Now it's Bear with it. Oh, that one nearly deflected its way through. Bear again, hard over for Miller. Miller's shot, what else but blocked, up front by Beatty. It's tough to try to force those shots through. I think at this stage of the game with 8:14 to go, you know they're blocking everything. You got to get a little deeper and not work it from high to low as much. It's just they're taking it away.
And there are some lively end boards here too, so you don't necessarily have to get them on goal. You can use those end boards as a bit of an assist to get the puck back out front, but it just means the Lakers are being very responsible, getting in front of these pucks and giving their goaltender a chance. In fact, shots on goal 14-16. Now Prior Lake has an advantage, but Minnetonka's got a lot of zone time, had a lot of possession, had a lot of looks, but really only generated 4 shots this period so far, and that's with 2 power plays as well. Lakers are playing very sound defensively.
Back behind the net it goes. It's going to be Newhouse, who's run down by Bump there as he lost an edge. Henry takes a chop at that one. Now it's going to be Sam Rice, left wing on the feed. Out of the zone they go with Schumacher. He's being angled by Anderson in on goal and stopped and hung on to by Shantz.
Well, a little aggressive play at the offensive blue line by the Minnetonka Skipper defense. He left his post and really came down. The Lakers did with some speed. Got kind of a harmless shot that I thought Shantz made a good save, came out, challenged him, face off to his right now.
Bump. Now it's going to be taken by the Skippers. That's Streeter, left wing for Henry. Henry angles himself low behind the check. There's a quick shot. Ooh, nearly had the far side. That rolled up on Anderson. Henry chops it back behind for Newhouse, and they're going to play it up for Rice to the right wing side. Rice across center. Poked at and kept alive. Now it's going to be Jack Anderson for the Skippers. Newhouse, nice feed there off the back end. Newhouse tries to carry it deep. He's angled neatly by Magnuson as now it's going to be Newhouse. Plays back for Brink. He plays back up to the line for Kiffin. Rister misses the mark. Karam all the way up to the right point now. That's Conan back in behind the net. Now Newhouse again cycles back in behind. Nice battle by Magnuson to keep it alive, and it's going to be Rice back up through center ice. Rice from center plays this one in, and that one's going to be whistled down into the bench area.
Well, and I'm not sure he gained the red line, so that probably would have been an icing regardless, but it's going to come to center ice right now for that. But whenever Rice gets the puck, Minnetonka's got a man on him, plus they have a man closing at a proper angle, so they're really not giving him a lot of space. And now Prior Lake's coming out, individuals out of their own zone as opposed to a 3-man forward unit like they were before. So Minnetonka's doing some good things offensively.
Kiffin now back in behind the net. They go with Morkin. Zitzloff takes over, bumps the boards, gets a little bit of help with Worms, plays it to the line, but That's going to be held in by Beatty, but off a player into center ice it goes. Kennedy was there. Bodies are flying everywhere here. Kiffin. Now Zitzloff regroups off the boards, nobody home, and it's a freebie for Beatty to look back up ice. Goes hard off the board, so there's chipping and chasing here with the 2-1 lead. Oh, man.
The official took
it
get out
twice.
of the way.
He doesn't look like he's got any elbows on either. I think he does, but one-timer just misses the mark. Lacombe, who had the feed coming across. Oh, the pad save, turned aside. Nice one there. Now left wing side, it's going to be Kiffin. Guides it over to Zitzloff to the left side. We're down to 5:55 to go. This thing is buzzing along here. Ooh, turned over. And now it's going to be the Lakers. Emmerich playing this one up ice. Waiting on that puck was Tushy. Now here's a shot that's deflected back up off the shoulder pad, or the blocker pad rather, not a play.
You know, that's a pretty good play. I think Lagerbach got a little aggressive. I think he knocked Kiffin down, his own defenseman, and I thought he was a Laker, but then they came down 2-on-1. So really another big save by Shantz, a 2-on-1 opportunity for Prior Lake that he just ramped up and out of play so they can live for another battle. But time is becoming of the essence.
It is.
I'd be very curious to find out how many shots attempted by Minnetonka and how many shots actually reach the net. If they aren't blocked, they're wide. I think the last 5 shots have been wide.
It feels like it's in the 60s or 70s, Bart. There have been a ton.
Get them on goal.
You know, the Lakers are content to pack it in here in the third period, chip and chase, protect that 2-1 lead. They're not taking any chances.
They're doing a good job.
They're playing perfect. Blocker pad save, turned to the near side. That's taken over by Schumacher. All the way up to the line it goes. And now the Skippers will take over with Keppers. Back in behind for Lager, back off his stick. And they're going to guide this off the glass. Miller's going to play it down with a pair of shins. He's going to be content to throw it right back in. Touching up are the Skippers. To the bench they go, and they change on the fly. Outlet to the left wing side for Schumacher. Schumacher gains the line, lets a wrister go. That one's up high off the glass. And sent right back in by the Lakers. Hard and around. Cable is there. Swatted out to the line. Look out, here's Rice. Snapper block. Nice job there. Where is it? It's in the gear. We can't seem to find it. Streeter has it somewhere, went right up the slacks.
Right, he did his Will Kroll impression from last year, but
he still doesn't know where it is.
He's got a lovely parting gift for the night.
Look at that. He's got the wedgie, the whole thing.
There it comes. The referee picks it up with his forefinger and his thumb.
He put a pair of gloves on.
Right. Get the latex off.
Oh. Snap, snap. Back behind the net they go with it now. Conan.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes Newhouse. Puck on end. Missed the mark with that one.
Boy, and Boshi outside his blue to challenge a shooter. You like to see your goaltender with that kind of confidence.
Bumps past too far, but that's going to take a angle. Will that be an icing call? Oh, they said no.
Really?
As it's Anderson with it. Nice little stick check there. Poked off his stick by Matt Beatty. And now it's Henry ahead, away from Newhouse. Cable with it, sent right back in as it's going to be Anderson again, the senior defenseman. Long off the glass it goes, waiting for that pass was Streeter. Now it's going to be Brink, finds Newhouse, walking, shooting. Nice save there.
Oh, boy.
Great entry, great setup, and a bigger save.
Well, Brink had good vision. He saw Newhouse coming. Newhouse had a left-handed shot, had some speed, came over to the top of the left circle and put a good shot on goal. Hit him right in the crest, and he did a nice job of receiving that puck. Nary a second chance. Just 3:47 left in the third period. Minnetonka down by 1, offensive zone faceoff.
Crunch time is about here. Speltz to the corner as he's bothered by Morgan. Now it's going to be Emmerich with it. Bumps the boards. Bounding puck to center ice. Zitzloff comes over. Sends that one off the glass back in behind. As it's going to be swung around the boards. Down they come with Lindholm. Lindholm plays that back. It's going to be controlled by Emmerich. And through center ice, no icing on the play. Zitzloff turns and plays that one. Offside are the Lakers as the Skippers have the freebie now out of the zone. Brink with it. Tried to play that through, but there's some equipment of Lindholm in the way there. Sent back in deep by Morgan. Kennedy rings it hard. And the Skippers will take over with Keppers at the line. Off the glass, played down and sent through and back into the Prior Lake zone it goes. 2:45 to go. Big Karen to the high slot area. Look out, here's Lacombe, leaves off. Lagerbach catches, releases, blocker pad save. Skippers have really tightened it up offensively here. They've had some chances in this third period.
And they're winning some one-on-one battles too.
A little miscommunication now off the
goalie pulled.
ice. They could have an illegal save, but they came off a little quick. How about that? Now it's going to be Miller with it. Oh, no ice on the play. I thought that was awfully close. He was firm on that no. It's 6-on-5 now with 2:10. Newhouse across the line. They're caught in offside.
Well, there's going to be crunch time. We're just 2:07 left in regulation time. One thing I like about being at Pagel is we're right above the benches, and you can hear the banter on this on the Minnetonka bench. They're very engaged. They're very supportive. They're very vocal. Now it has to translate to getting out on the ice and make something happen. Lakers have done a good job of going into the bend but don't break. They've given Minnetonka the offensive zone time, but Minnetonka just only a couple really good opportunities, and each time Bosch's come up quite big for them. Time is of the essence for the Skippers.
Kiffin now, net is empty. Left wing for Lacombe. Plays that back in behind the net. Emerson is there, rings the wall. Kiffin, big battle at the line, won there. Loving Hunter Lincoln's game, the senior. Just awesome. Streeter plays over for Newhouse. Newhouse leaves back. Here's Henry, quick shot. Blocked by who else? Hunter Lincoln.
Boy, he pays the price, doesn't he?
Icing will be your call. I'm sure we'll have a timeout coming up.
I bet he probably plays for the Laker football team as well. He's a big young man, but timeout might be a good situation right now. But again, Coach Goldsworthy has a very good grasp on how to handle his team and handle this game.
Well, I mean, you know, you can rest your ones or whatever you do, but you're also resting theirs, you know?
Well, true.
Well, there's your timeout right there.
Trying to milk it for everything he can. Wait till they get to the dot and then call it. I like it. But now it's going to get both teams a chance, as you said, to reset. Yes, Minnetonka can rest their ones, but as Prior Lake can as well. Coach Pankratz, I'm sure just wants them to play smart, stay in position, do the right things, and I'm sure that Coach Goldsworthy has some words of encouragement for his skippers, but really tough place to come in and have success, and so far the Lakers are a minute 32 seconds away from pulling a win out of this Pagel Activity Center. Not an easy thing to do, but they're moments away, but I'm sure Minnetonka's going to have something to say about it before this one's done.
Well, and you know, you also have this part, you know, again, this comes down to the simple fact is this season is taking on all sorts of different textures. Teams are breaking through that we haven't seen so far. I mean, we have seen, but we weren't expecting. Let's take, for example, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
a couple of signature wins for them.
And that's the nice part about the high school. It's a new addition every year. It's never the same players, the same actors in the theater as it stands. But again, you get a guy like Hunter Newhouse. We knew he was a good player, but tonight he showed really his skills a number of different times. He's very shifty, very elusive. I'd hate to try to guard him one-on-one, that's for sure.
Well, I just think the heaviness of this Lakers team is going to be problematic.
Well, Pete, I think one of the things about Laker team, and it's going to sound like I'm taking a shot at previous editions, but this team has the will to compete, and they're paying the price to make the plays. And that's something that we haven't always seen previously. So good things for the Laker fans moving forward. That wasn't a shot at your program. It's just a compliment to this year's edition.
Lakers, Skippers, Eden Prairie Eagles, all in the 2AA. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be fun. Always is.
1:30 even, remaining here in the third. Face off inside the Lakers zone. Puck had just enough juice to get to the line, played through. Nice job to keep that alive. Now Cable is there. Pitchforks it through center. Zitzloff knocks it down with the stick, stays on it, plays it to the left wing side. Streeter steers that one in back behind the net. Here comes Newhouse behind, but Cable was there to swing the boards. Played through Zitzloff, and we're going to have an icing call now with 1:04 to go.
Well, I don't think Prior Lake really wanted an icing call, but the worst thing that happens is they can regroup, reset, and they've had some success in the faceoff dots in this third period. They're going to need some success now. Minnetonka very focused. They understand the situation that's in front of them, and time is running out.
Lacombe, the draw, Zitzloff. Oh, that was just barely nabbed by the glove there again. Off the wrist. We're at 1 minute remaining in the period. Hit the linesman on the way out. Break for the Skippers. Kiffin takes it from Zitzloff. Back in hard they go.
Offside.
They're off. They got to touch up. Uh-oh, we're going all the way down.
Well, you like the intent, but you
Oh,
have to.
I know they're not. I thought they would.
Well, that's going to be a little bit of a benefit for the skipper. I thought it was going to come all the way down as well.
Boy, a big break for Minnetonka. Half their team started going down there.
But now they have to win this faceoff, Pete.
47.3. They get the draw. Zitzloff is there, plays that one rink wide off Newhouse. Cable will come together with him, wins the battle. He's been just stalwart tonight. Batted down by Lacombe, 32 to go in the period. There's a shot that deflects. Oh, and it nearly found its way to the back of the net.
Pinball.
Lacombe back in behind, pinned up. Magnus is going to try and eat it. Too much time there. Now it's back up to the line. Kiffin, Zitzloff, Rister, blocked. Pass by Lagerback, doesn't make its way through.
Hold.
That's offside at the line.
Oh, I thought he had that one. But he was right in the proper proximity. But now 13.6. Very tall hill to climb for Minnetonka. It all starts in the faceoff dot, but the Lakers, again, have done a great job. If you think about it, with a minute and a half to go, the play's primarily been down in the Lakers zone, and I don't think they've had one good quality shot on sophomore goaltender Trevor Boschee.
It's been pretty much the story here all hockey game.
Oh, my word.
That's going to go right in. They score! Oh! Oh, wow. Two wicked sticks and slashes there. Lagerback goes after Parker Long.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't want to see. But that was really a nice play, and I think that was Jackson Anderson, or I'm sorry, it was Preston Lindholm that right off the faceoff just pushed it forward. It trickled, it found its way down. But you have to keep your composure. Obviously, you're a little disappointed with the way things worked out, but you have to be a leader on this team and lead the proper way.
I can't believe they didn't do anything more with Lagerback after that one. I mean, those were two Bart Archer ninth tees. I mean, just
with a mulligan, no less.
Wow. Face off at center. The Lakers are going to walk in and walk out now with what looks to be a 3-1 win against the Minnetonka Skippers. Tip of the cap. Terrific hockey game, both these teams. Awesome stuff here. Tonight's coverage presented by Gemini Athletic, where you saw a good one here tonight between the Prior Lake Lakers and the Minnetonka Skippers.
Yeah, it really was an outstanding game. This is my first blush on Prior Lake this year and Minnetonka. Impressed with both teams. I like the Minnetonka's skill, speed, the way they play defense. Their goaltender was very impressive, but really, what more can you say about the Lakers? They brought speed, they brought skill, they brought physicality. Their goaltender, when called upon, made the saves, but defensively they were smothering and really protected their goaltender quite well. Things look really good for the Prairie Lake Lakers this year.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to be live at 6 o'clock from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. We have Brainerd, Hermantown, Benilde St. Margaret's, and Eden Prairie all going at it in the North-South Classic. That's the American Family Insurance North-South Classic. We'll have those both days in a row. And then we're also going to have, don't forget about our big overtime show coming up on Sunday from Joe Sensors in Bloomington. All of the teams that we cover are going to be there, from Minnetonka to Edina, Benilde St. Margaret's. We're going to have Academy of Holy Angels, Eden Prairie, and Hopkins, all in part of the scene.
I'll be sure to shower and brush my teeth.
Why? The final score reads Prior Lake 3. Prior Lake 3 and Minnetonka 1. For Bart Archer, I'm Pete Wagner. Bart.
Sir. Oh.
So long, everybody. Look at this. Okay, go. You can go now. I feel like Ferris Bueller now.